Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and I love any makeup, especially shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadows. And today I'm going to be talking about some new single eyeshadows that are going to be coming from Kristen Leigh Cosmetics. So we have this set up here. There's really two different kind of bundles, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get them separately. We have some brighter shades up here and then some super metallic neutral shades. And then they're also going to be launching a new highlighter, which I did a dedicated video for this multi-chroma days. So I will link that down in the description box in case you're interested about the new highlighter. I'm wearing the new highlighter on right now. It is called Party Favor. So here's just a little sneak peek. It is layered over like a orangey blush here. So it does look like some of the brighter shades up here have a little bit of a duochrome multi-chrome effect. And I will be getting into that. We're going to look at some swatches, some swatch comparisons, of course, and then I will be showing you 4 looks. And I was sent these in PR, so thank you so much to Kristen Leigh Cosmetics for sending these over to me to try out. And these are going to be launching this Friday. I will have all the information down in the description box. So here are the swatch comparisons. I will put up the names of each shadow up on the screen, but I think you can tell the difference in between just even the Kristen Leigh Cosmetics compared to the Terra Moons. While Terra Moons is super smooth, it does have just like a little bit more of a texture to it, in a sense, like it feels, the formula feels different basically. And then the Devinah shades are clearly pretty different. Some of the tones are similar, except for this one, there isn't a tone that matches these two shades, but it is very flaky. I think you can tell. But these two are very similar. If you have the Terra Moon shades, you obviously don't need the Kristen Leigh shades. Next up, we have the brighter shades for comparison. Definitely some similarities, and then not so much these two blue shades. Also, some of the textures are different. They feel a little different. They might look pretty similar. I think the Shine by SD does look shinier, and it's just a little bit different. It has a bit of an orange in it. It's pretty subtle, but you can see it in real life. And then between these two, Shine by SD again has some like almost yellow in it more than the orange, and it is lighter, and I think it's because of the gold, but they are a little bit different. I think the Shine by SD is shinier, and then between these two, again, the texture is different. If you have tried Shine by SD shadows, then you know what I'm talking about. They just have like a very specific texture to them. They're smooth, some of them are flaky, but they just have like a, I don't even know how to really explain it, kind of like if you're touching foam. Let me see if I can like capture it on the microphone actually. Hopefully I was able to capture that. It basically just feels like a super light kind of pigment. And then between these two blues, they're similar, but the Kristen Leigh Cosmetics is more of a base, while I think that the Counting Stars shade from Terra Moons can be pretty sheared out. And also it does have a little bit of a shift in it. Priming with the P. Louise primer. I'm going to be using the Blend Money Surge palette. I'm going to go in with Covet right in the crease, stamping it on. I'm going to be blending it out with one of the neon shades. I'm going to take that onto the outer corner as well, so just bring it all the way around. It's going to be a little messy before, you know, it looks better, so just keep that in mind. I'm taking Energy, which is the neon. I'm going to slowly blend it in. I'm just kind of blending, obviously, with the purple. Probably going to go in with another purple in between that, but for now, we're just going to do this. Just going to take it all the way around, basically. Putting it kind of down first. Then I'm taking White Hot, which is the white shade. I'm just blending that on the edges. I'm taking Pulse, which is a neon. I'm just going to slowly blend that in. Right where the blue meets the dark purple. To help just create a little bit more of a gradient there. And that is blending so nicely together. Oh my gosh, I love the way this is looking so far. Going back in with Energy just a little bit. Some of these edges. Oh, I love the way this looks. Taking a little bit more Pulse out here. And then taking Covet under my lash line again. And I'm going to blend a little bit of Pulse. And then Energy. So I'm taking this blend all the way around so you can see, and then taking a little bit more. I love the way that looks. Taking more pulse. Taking the Fernie Pixie Epoxy, I'm going to do a half cut crease. Picked up Ethereal. I'm just going to put that basically through my lid, but close to my lash line. And then taking it onto the outer edge and just making sure it's blended out there. And taking Mirage, which seems to be a little bit more powdery. And I'm just using that right above. That is such a beautiful shade. It's definitely could be sheer. It will depend on how you want to use it, but you can definitely use this shade pretty sheer. And I'm just going to take it out here. Again, blending it out. Love the way these two look together. And I'm going just back in with Energy, just trying to bring it back out here, and then a little bit of pulse. I'm just going to use stamping motions to blend them together versus swiping, since they are neon eyeshadows. Put on the Kiss No Filter lashes. So here's the first finished look. I got these gel liners from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is like a really nice like sage green. And this is like slightly of a like a brighter but still like a burnt orange. So I'm going to do a graphic liner and then I'll layer the two shadows over these. I'm going to be using the Sigma EOS 6 brush. So I'm going to use the green out here. And then I'm going to stop right there. I'm gonna go in with the orange. Just gotta finish off this green on my lid. I'm only gonna take it about halfway as well. And then I'm gonna do like a rounded situation back here. Okay, I need to be quiet so I can focus. Ooh, I like how that's looking. Picking up a little bit more, I do want to connect my lower lash line with that. Forgot to mention that was a shade C, and this shade is called Squash. So I'm actually going to start from this way. And I'm going to make it a little thicker so that I'm actually got something to layer, got some space to layer on top of. Then I'm also going to take that across my lid. Obviously don't want to mix these two too much. Oh, I just realized I didn't put eye primer on. Oh well. We'll see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna just like lightly blend these together here. I'm also going to take it under my lower lash line. Try to do that little like wing thing here if possible. Oh yeah, I'm kind of doing it. I'm doing it. Close enough. Taking the Fernie Pixie Epoxy, I'm going to go over the green first. I'm going to make sure I take any excess off so it's not too much. Picked up the shade Savage on the Refer 23 brush. And I'm going to layer it over. Oh wow. I love these kinds of green shadows. This is actually pretty pigmented, so I don't even feel like it necessarily needed the base, but it still made a nice guide basically. Wow, that is applying so metallic. And then just taking it out here. Here, maybe just a little bit more. Right up there. So now going back in with the Fairney Pixie Epoxy. Just going over the orange. Picked up Atomic Sunset. Oh yeah, that's super fun. Definitely think the orange helps underneath this shade. The shade seems a little bit more translucent. And underneath. Ooh, that's really pretty. That is so springy as well. I'm just gonna layer them a little bit. I think since it's shimmers, they're fine to kind of mix a little bit. That green is just so beautiful. Here's a second look. A little bit messier with layering the shimmers, but I love how bright these shadows look. For these next two looks, I'm going to go in with the Matrix palette from Makeup Geek. This is the all neutral one since I'm going to be dipping into the neutral shades from Kristen Leigh Cosmetics. And I'm priming with the P. Louise Paint Primer since we're using Makeup Geek. Dipped into Tiki Hut. I'm just going to pop that right into the crease. And I'm going to be blending it out with a lighter shade. Packing on just a little bit more. This is going to be kind of like a half cut crease situation, except I'm not going to actually cut the crease. Next, same brush, but I cleaned it off going in with Had Me at Yellow, and I'm just blending that right above that. And that is going quite a bit of a long way. Then onto the outer corner, going in with Coffee Before Talkie, which I love. Oh no! I might be able to blend it out. We'll see. Hold on, let me just get it out here. Worst case scenario, this is going to be a wing type of look, which is fine. I do those all the time anyway. Dipping into So Pale, I'm just gonna try to see if I can like kind of blend it away almost. Nope, it's kind of sticking down. Okay, just gonna go back in with that shade. I'm just gonna bring it out a little bit. And then blend it out. So yeah, we're gonna do a little wing. Sometimes it happens and you just gotta go with it because I surely don't have time to wipe it off and start all over. Going back in with just a little bit more out here. I'm taking that yellowy shade and I'm gonna use that to help blend this out further. I think that's as good as we're gonna get because I really messed that up. Taking that same brown shade and connecting my outer corner with that to my lower lash line. First gonna go in with Champagne Wasted. Look how metallic that looks. I'm just gonna pick it up on my finger. See how this applies just with a finger with nothing else. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm gonna take it just a little bit into my crease. I'm gonna be a little messy with it. And then next to that, taking Bronzed Beauty, again on my finger. Ooh, that's so shiny. And just kind of tapping it out into the outer portion to just kind of blend it. To finish off this look, I used Wildcat from ColourPop in my waterline. And I have on the Dreamlike false lashes from Unearthly Cosmetics. And again, priming with the P. Louise Paint Primer. And putting Vintage right into my crease from Makeup Geek. And going in with Prim and Proper right above that. Just like a lighter version, basically, of Vintage. And these are like some of my favorite kind of tones for sure. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit in the inner portion of my lid. Actually, I'm gonna do Spotlight Eyes. So I'm going in with Americano. I'm gonna put that right into the inner crease. inner lid, and then on the outer lid, and then slowly going to blend it out. Just really packing it on first. I'm going to take Prim and Proper. I'm going to start using that to blend it out. Same on this outer corner. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit contained. I'm going to take it under my lower lash line. And connect it with my outer corner. Just going back in and blending a little bit more. To add just more shadow there. And then right in the center, putting down the Fair & Pixie Epoxy. Picking up Serene, popping that right in the center. Definitely helps stick it down just a little bit more than if you're going in with a finger. I feel like it's a little bit more on there, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to take it and just kind of make it a little messy up here. To finish off this look, I put the multi-chrome liner from Danessa Marix in Morganite in my waterline, and I have on the Unearthly Cosmetics Dreamlike Lashes. So let's first talk about the brighter shades. I really love this multi-chrome shadow. I love me a purple multi-chrome. It is similar to the Flirtatious shade from Shine by SD, but this one feels a little bit different in texture. These are all, by the way, very smooth. If that is something that you look for in eyeshadows, you don't like any sort of texture. I think the other shades, the blue, the orange, and green, they're not multi-chromes. They're a little bit duochrome, but it's really hard to see. I would say they just look really beautiful and dimensional and shiny on the lid, but shiny in like a bright way, not like necessarily in like a sparkly way, if that makes sense. I would recommend these if you're a color lover and you want some beautiful shimmery shades that are a little bit brighter. I think these are going to be great for some spring looks with some pastels like Imagine. So moving on to the neutral shades, they are on the smooth side. They're very similar to the Terra Moon's metallic shades that are like this. As you saw in the comparison swatches, they're way more like those in color and texture versus the new Devinah Moonscapes collection. Those are much flakier than these. So if you don't have the Terra Moons and you are looking for some super beautiful metallic, smooth, shiny, neutral shadows, then I would definitely recommend these. You can use these just with your finger with a dampened brush, or you can put down a primer. I think this is a nice little launch for Kristen Leigh Cosmetics because you've got the neutrals, but then you also have the brighter shades. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in any of these. I would love to hear your thoughts, and that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup, lots and lots of shiny, sparkly, shifty eyeshadow content uploading my channel, and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.